Florida's Governor DeSantis accuses Trump of breaking his 2016 promises. DeSantis has moved to attack mode. As for Trump breaking his promises, he says, not so. Roll tape.
Promised to drain the swamp. It got worse. He did not drain the swamp. But I have no interest in attacking Donald Trump or any of these other candidates personally. I think we got to rise above that and let's focus on the issues.
You were once allied.
Well, you didn't drain the swamp like you said you would. You didn't drain the swamp.
I did. I fired Comey. I fired a lot of people. But I fired Comey. If I didn't fire Comey, I don't think I would have been able to serve out my term, because that was a plot.
Todd Piro joins with us this morning. Did Trump fulfill his promises?
I mean, look, it's impossible to fully drain the swamp. So obviously, Donald Trump did not do that. He did a number of things in terms of eliminating regulation, eliminating some bureaucracy. But this does seem like it should be a point that's a huge win for DeSantis, to point to, hey, you didn't drain the swamp, and look at the deficit and debt under your watch. But the more DeSantis does this, he's gaining no traction in the polls. It just shows how strong Trump's stranglehold on this thing truly is.
But it does mark a return, not a return to, but the start of attack mode from DeSantis, because he's not been willing to do this before.
What he's doing has not been working. Do the opposite. So that's what DeSantis is doing.
Now, Trump, in an interview with Maria, Trump praised Republican challenger Tim Scott. Watch this.
Do you see yourself perhaps with the Senator Tim Scott?
I think he's a very good guy. We did opportunity zones together. It's never been talked about. It's one of the most successful economic development things ever done in this country. And Tim is very good. I mean, I could see Tim doing something with the administration, but he's right now campaigning, and I'm sure Tim and everybody else would say, I'm only interested in one. But Tim's a talented guy, and you have other very talented people.
What do you think of a Trump-Scott ticket?
I've been in this politics game, let's say, for about a decade. Tim Scott is the nicest person that I have met doing this job. And so here's what I think of that ticket. There's a number of people who say, Trump's mean, I don't want to vote for him. I hate Kamala Harris and I hate Joe Biden. Tim Scott could balance out Donald Trump. 4 people are saying, if I take my medicine for 4 years of Trump, I get Scott as the vice president who could then go into the main role for 8 whole years. I think that's a dominating ticket. I think Vivek Ramaswamy then takes a cabinet role. My concern is, if not Tim Scott, maybe Nikki Haley. But Nikki Haley and Trump have got a little bit of a thing. Everybody likes Tim Scott right now.
OK, you've got a minute to spare here, and I'm going to fill that minute with a question for you.
Sure.
I said at the top of the show that I don't think Joe Biden will be the candidate for the Democrats in 2024, but I have no idea who will be the candidate. You with me?
This is the question. And this is the question that we all debate. As we sit here now, I've gone back and forth. As we sit here on July 17th, I don't see how they can put Joe Biden forward based upon his age and his health. If this were Stuart Varney, I wouldn't worry about the age and the health. Beautiful health, beautiful, stunning man at 75 years old. But all joking aside, there's something that's not right here. The Democrats realize it, and that's why you have Gavin Newsom out there talking a good storm. Like, I'm not running. Obviously, that's...
I just can't see Joe Biden being the president for the next 6 years.
86, he'd be at 2029 when he'd be out.
Can't see it. You're with me for the hour?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much indeed.